Alright, welcome to the video. This is weird because usually I'm comparing these guys to Andrew Thomas and Mekhi Becton, but this week it's only Jedrick Wills because he's the only rookie left tackle that's in the playoffs. If this is your first time watching this video, well, actually, this is a new channel. This used to be on the Talking Giants channel, so I'm talking football. So please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. We're going to be putting more stuff on here. I'm actually going to be going to the Senior Bowl in a couple weeks. So we're going to have some interviews with some of the offensive linemen and some players there that we're going to put on this channel. So make sure to check those out when they come out. So please subscribe. But Jedrick Wills in a wild card game against the Browns. In the past game, thought he was solid. You know, not perfect, but solid, and we'll go through that. There's not a ton new about Jedrick Wills you learn in this game. But I'll say in the run game, and I've been pretty critical of Jedrick Wills in the run game, I thought he was phenomenal. He was moving guys off the ball. He was getting way better angles in the outside zone game, and he was having a little fun. They even let him pull out on the edge. So we'll go through it, and as always, we usually start with the pass, and that's where we will start. Just getting him around the pocket. I mean, Jedrick's hands are great. You see, he puts that left hand, and then watch the right hand go to the small of his back. Well, a little higher than the small, but on the number, and then pushes him around the pocket. This is a quick throw. We're starting. Where are we pushing him around at? We're pushing him around the pocket at 10 yards. 10 yards. If he gets to the QB, it's at 11 yards. And then they score a touchdown off of it. So I celebrate Browns fans. But yeah, by the way, Browns fans, I mean, first playoff win in forever. First time being in the playoffs in forever. That's got to be really exciting. Here, he gets a couple counter moves in here. So he's setting out towards him. He got someone wide, setting out towards him instead of a straight vertical set. But he's still getting vertical. Does that punch. And he's one here, and then he wants to counter in. And now, I wish that foot would, instead of dropping back here, I wish it would go right here so we could get him horizontally, but I mean, that's a win. And then he's like, okay, I'm not going to beat him inside. Goes outside. Wills just controls him with his hands, and he's there. You know, he touches Baker Mayfield, but that's because Baker Mayfield's starting here and ending up out here. Again, I mean, really similar to the first rep. Set, and he opens up his hips a little early, honestly. You know, around 3-4 yards. But against a guy like Cassius Marsh, I mean, that's what he's going for every time, so you can live with that, you know. Like, you're not worried about Cassius Marsh really, like, you know, schooling you. Here, Cassius Marsh does do a bull rush. And here's something that I think Wills couldn't, you know, for Wills, as technically as sound as he is, something he can add. Shut up, phone. Something he can add is a hop step. And what is the hop step? Hop set. Well, it's when you're getting bull rushed, instead of just having your feet go 1, 2, like just backpedaling into the quarterback, you got your hands on him. You literally hop. You hop with 2 feet back, and it helps you anchor in. Where with Wills, you see him do it right there. Like you see, watch. Watch from here. Watch him hop. Like both feet in the air. That's not Cassius Marsh. That's him doing that hop step. He doesn't do that a ton. I want to see him incorporate that more and a little earlier. Like you realize you're getting the bull rush right here. Put it in here. But he usually hasn't, you know, had to worry about that a ton. 92 gets around the edge here. I mean, this is just Wills, and he doesn't do this often, just opening up his hips too early. And look where the ball's being snapped, and look where his hips are opening up at. His hips are completely open at 3.5 yards. I mean, he's completely out here, and that just gives up the edge. And then on top of that, instead of punching, he just places his hands. So it's not a violent punch; it's just placing his hands on him, trying to control him with his hands. And 92 is able to rip through and get that edge. But the only reason he got that edge is because Wills gave it to him. If Wills can stay vertical to like here, like trust yourself, trust your inside move, then he's able to push him around the pocket back here. But instead, he's getting, he's almost grabbing Baker. Just gets beat with a spin here. Or sorry, not a spin, an inside counter. Again, he's opening up his hips really early. I mean, look how much they're open. And a lot of times when you open up your hips, you keep the inside closed, but then it's easier path on the inside. But he does it so quickly that I don't know if this is supposed to be a one-step drop or what. Because, I mean, he doesn't usually do this. He just leaves himself totally. I mean, he's just totally exposed. You can't win. Gets his feet crossed up. I mean, that's not a rep you see from Jedrick Wills a lot. But overall, he was good. He handled himself. In the run, man, some fun stuff in the run. Here, bam. Someone a lot of times on the edge is taking him. It's not necessarily about, doing this. It's about, hey, if he's trying to play out on this, he's trying to make sure. Well, you just force him out. Push him out. And then watch as Cassius plays, tries to jump in. Seal it off. And then Nick Chubb makes a great cut off of it. So, okay, if you want to go inside, I'm just going to flip my hips around, and I'm going to trust that the running back's going to come off my edge on this outside zone. And that's what he does, and it leads to a nice run. Here they let him pull. Gets out on the edge. Look, you can tell he's looking for work. Looking for someone to come around. 11 doesn't hold his corner. Just gets a body on him. Touchdown. Celebrate. I love the celebration. Will doesn't always show the most emotion, but I love the celebration. Even though I heard he's a lead foot, which that doesn't bother me. Young people will do stuff like that. Here he's just doing that run out. Look where we're starting. I always talk about this. Look where we're starting and where we're finishing on this. We're going from the hash to here. So if they do a better job against Cam Hayward on this, there's a big hole. I mean, even with, that. Torques him out. Nice double here. Gets on, just works his way to his outside shoulder. 68 gets in there. And then that's Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward's a monster. And then here, just a good combo. Helping out. Comes out to 51. There's your hole. That's where Chubb should have went here. I know he's seeing Hayward. But there's your hole right there. So it was a good wild card week for Jedrick Wills. I'm excited to see what he does against the Chiefs, who, they're going to probably try and dial up some blitzes. A lot of times the playoffs is a whole different animal, especially for a position like the offensive tackle. I know he knows the Steelers well, and for offensive linemen, you have the advantage on the third time around. So good stuff. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. There'll be more O-line stuff. Thank you.